The Giants open the season a week from Thursday in Los Angeles, but Giants fans won't be allowed to take the trip down I-5 to invade Dodger Stadium. 6 years ago, we profiled a couple that road tripped down to LA with the orange and black. In fact, they literally went everywhere with them. Bert and Leanne Steinberg are packing up for yet another trip. They're going to San Diego, but not to the zoo. You see, it's more of a mission and less of a trip.
Bert had mentioned to me that he'd always wanted to live the life of a ball player.
At 93, Bert is finally getting his chance to do that. Born in New York, the Yankees were a year removed from their first World Series title.
All of these would be giveaways. I don't buy this stuff.
Today, he's a Giants season ticket holder. Yet most of the games he's seen this year have come on the road.
It was a good idea, I said, but, you know, running around the country, I don't know. So she said, when you have your last chance in your life to do it, do it.
When it's all over, the Steinbergs will have seen 81 games in 17 cities across the country. They share an interest in baseball. Amid many differences, a 37-year age gap is certainly one of them.
Of course, our religions are different. Our politics are still different. I mean, we've been able to solve everything except politics. She's a conservative Republican. I'm a very liberal Democrat. She's a gun-toting Texan. And I told her she had to leave her guns in Texas, which she did.
Bert, did you remember the tickets?
What tickets?
I have been asked every possible question. I mean, we were on an airplane. People said, do you guys have sex?
It's an unusual union of two people stuck in a crossroads. He was a widow. She was on the verge of taking a job in Africa. But they came together 2 years ago on a cruise.
He seemed a little down, and so I decided I'd make it my mission to make sure that I found a way for him to find somebody in the long run. So every night I started working, unbeknownst to him, on an eHarmony profile. When he got back to San Francisco, he'd have all these women ready to date him. And as I got interviewing him, the commonalities were so incredible.
Small talk led to serious conversations about Leanne moving to San Francisco.
I tried to talk her out of it. I don't even think in terms of more than 5 years. So you're going to give up everything to come to live with me for 5 years? It doesn't make sense.
Logic oftentimes doesn't apply in a romantic situation, and last December they were married in San Francisco.
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
Now it's baseball's turn to help these newlyweds strengthen their relationship. Every day of the road trip is documented in a blog.
She puts it in technically and does her thing with it and gets it online. However she does it, I don't know. I don't want to know.
It's an evolving story about culture.
This is how polite people in Atlanta are.
About food.
We all eat Rocky Mountain oysters
so
together.
I tasted it.
Any good?
No.
No.
And of course, baseball.
I don't think we're going to see anything better than Pittsburgh.
As the season unfolds, the Steinbergs have gained recognition on TV thanks to Mike Krukow and Dwayne Kuiper.
Well, there's Bert and Leanne Steinberg. They have gone on every road game that the Giants have played this year.
And in Cincinnati, a guy comes over and he says, Are you two guys the 81 couple?
But the greatest compliment a wannabe baseball player could receive came from a real one.
Jeremy Affelt was down there. Even he said, you know, I'm a ball player. I have to go to 81 on the road. But if I didn't have to, it is such a brutal thing to do that there is no way in hell I'd do that.
Joining us from our home in Florida is Leanne, and give us an update on Bert, because this is rather bittersweet.
Bert passed away in January of 2019. Of course, he did it with full gusto. He was still up and walking and talking the day he died. I walked him to the bathroom, he collapsed in my arms, and he was gone.
Certainly lived his life to the fullest, and before he passed away, I understand that he adopted your daughter.
He did. When he was diagnosed in 2014, with the throat cancer, one of the things he said is, I really want a legacy. And my daughter said, I can guarantee that I can give you one. And so he'd always wanted a girl, and she is there to make him proud.
That's a fantastic story. And Leanne, you left San Francisco. What took you your journey to Florida?
After Bert passed, I decided I needed some beach time. And when you live with somebody larger than life, you need to recover from that. And so.
Now, Leanne, when you guys completed that 81-game road trip, you received some special recognition from Giants president Larry Bert. How did that come down?
He ended up surprising us with Bochy giving us a jersey that was autographed by the entire team. It was a moment nobody will ever forget.
Hey, Leanne, thanks for taking the time. Good luck in Florida. And I know you'll be watching the Giants from afar.
You are right. And I am planning a spring training trip for my 65th birthday to get together with all the fun people we met on that trip.
And we'll be right back after this.